The BMW 7 Series has always been one of, if not the best in terms of driving in the luxury limousine market. It's undergone a bit of a facelift to further aid its appeal to those that buy these success statements. Before we see what those changes are, let's take a look at the visual upgrades. These are minimal and subtle. They include new LED headlights, revised grille with fewer slats and a reshaped front bumper. The rear sees an attractive chrome strip as the only addition. If I was being chauffeured, I would definitely be happy with the amount of room in the back here. Plenty of headroom and legroom is in abundance, so if you're 6 foot tall, there will be no complaints either. Plus, if you like your music, you will enjoy the Bang & Olufsen 16-speaker stereo system. And if you go for the rear seat entertainment package, you get these larger floating monitors. There's also a variety of buttons and switches to adjust the seats, heated, air conditioning, and if you like being in control like I do, you can even adjust the sat-nav settings. There are significant changes in the front as well, including the seats are thinner and this black panel screen replaces the traditional instrument cluster, which changes its appearance depending on what mode you're in, but we shall come back to that. First of all, let's see how it fares in terms of storage. So we've got 2 cup holders here and passes the big bottle test. And these are a few other items that you might need to carry around with you. Some chocolate, cashew nuts in case you get hungry, a kiwi because the fruit and veg shop had run out of bananas, and some hand cream. Well, it passes that with flying colours. Now it's time to take it for a drive. BMW have heavily revised the engine range. You can still get the flagship model 6-litre V12. However, today we are in the active hybrid 7, which teams up a 6-cylinder petrol engine with a 54 brake horsepower electric motor, resulting in a total brake horsepower of 349 and making it more efficient than the lesser powered 740i. If it's low emissions that you're after, then you will be impressed with the modestly powered 730D, because that emits just 148 grams per kilometre of CO2, which is the best in class, and does 50.4 miles to the gallon. Thanks to extra soundproofing, self-levelling rear suspension and a competent 8-speed automatic gearbox, the BMW 7 Series feels upmarket, as it should do. Back to that screen I mentioned earlier, it changes its appearance depending on what driving mode you're in. So if you put it into Eco Pro, it turns blue and your rev counter turns into an efficiency dial. Change into comfort and then we'll go for sport and it livens up with some red and it shows the current gear and the speedo most prominently. It really does handle and drive well for a car this size. Even the electronic power steering doesn't feel too fake. However, that does bring me on to its negative points. This steering wheel is not special and it looks about the same as the one you'd get in a BMW 1 Series. And as for that good handling, well, there is a trade-off because even in comfort mode, it still isn't as relaxing as a Mercedes S-Class, nor is the interior as posh. Then there's the compromised boot space in the active hybrid 7 because of the electric motor. However, that is always going to be the case because it is the same story for the Audi A8 hybrid and the Lexus LS 600H. If you don't have that electric motor there, the boot is actually very large. And did you see how I opened it? Just on the key fob, and I can close it just like that. So it has redeemed itself then. It is the best driving luxury saloon car on the market today, boasting sporting excellence, as BMW put it. And I agree with them. If low emissions is the #1 priority, then it looks like a rather attractive option.